So, Kev, at this point, 2-0, lost to Liversedge. Obviously, we knew it would have been a tough game with them being top of the league, but how did you see the performance overall?
Listen, we weren't great. We huffed and puffed for 90 minutes. First half, I thought we took 10-15 minutes before we laid a glove on them and kind of showed them a little bit too much respect. But as the half went on, I thought we grew into the game a little bit more and had created a couple of good situations. Disappointing the way their goals come from, because it's an unbelievable tackle by Robbie, which was right in front of the dugout. Great tackle, and the referees give a free kick, and they've recycled the free kick and scored from it. So a little bit disappointing going 1-0 down at half time without really playing well. Second half, they've scored quite early. Again, we think we could have defended a little bit better in the right areas, but the kids finished well. And then when they've gone 2-0 up, they've kind of sat back, and emphasis was on us to come after them, and we did, and create a couple of situations as opposed and half chances as opposed to like real clear cut chances. But we need somebody who, at the top end of the pitch, who'll take the baton and the responsibility and look to get 20 goals plus a season. What we've got is 3 or 4 lads on 9s, 10s and 11s and stuff like that. So we would love to try and get somebody in who can take that responsibility off at the top of the pitch and really put some emphasis at the top end of the pitch, and then basically take responsibility and get some goals up there for her. I think the approach play and everything has been okay, but the assessment of the game, it was more of a huff and puff type without really doing enough to get anything from it. Credit Liversedge, they've got a style of play and it's effective. They make you defend your box, they make you defend second balls, and the amount of entries into your box they make is huge. And I think through the course of the 90 minutes, I thought we defended quite well. But they'll take some stopping now. They've got a way of playing, and it's effective, and fair play to them. They're top of the league for a reason.
Yeah, you mentioned it was kind of a scrap, and you kind of knew how they play. It's inevitable that they're going to launch balls into your box with Walton and All up top. Obviously, they did have quite a few chances today, and that's where the first goals come from. But as you mentioned, a solid defensive performance other than the 2 goals. But in terms of player selection, obviously Liam Smith getting 90 minutes under his belt. That must be positive to take.
It is. We think we've had a couple of good individual performances. I thought Tom had a good game at the back. I thought Robbie had a good game in the middle of the park. We've getting the first 90 minutes into Liam Smith. We've getting another 90 minutes into Ollie Walters. These are all lads Ollie and Liam are lads who haven't played for a long time. We were going to play Blythe on Tuesday, but the injuries that we're carrying, we just cannot risk anymore. You'll have seen that we've come down here with 2 substitutes on the bench and a substitute goalkeeper, which we picked up a couple of illnesses and what have you last night, and a couple unavailable to us, which is disappointing, because obviously there was lads out there today who needed a breather, and we've had a couple playing on with injuries basically, which has just made the situation a little bit worse. So we'll have to assess them on Tuesday and look to go again in the lead up to Lincoln. But listen, we've been on a good run. We've 4 of the last 5 we've won. We've stabilised ourselves a little bit. We're disappointed with not getting anything today, because we did think we could come down here and get something. But we go again next week now at the Lincoln with 2 training sessions, Tuesday, Thursday.
You mentioned obviously the Lincoln game, obviously another game on the road, probably one of the longest games this season, longest trips this season. In terms of obviously the win in October, the 2-1, you won't, I presume, take much from that, but how do you look going into that one?
No, well listen, we've no matter which game we play this season, home or away, we won't try to win it. That's our philosophy. We'll try and play the right way. That's our philosophy, and we'll try and get the ball down and play, see what the surface is like. One thing that we have identified today, which I said earlier, is we probably could do with a number 9 coming in. But that's for me and Mick to sort out with the support of the club. we'll have to be patient on that one because they don't grow on trees. But no, we've all preparation starts to try to build another run again next week, and what will be a difficult game down in Lincoln. I think they've been on the end of a 3-1 defeat the day at Stockton. So you know they'll be firing on all cylinders to try and put that right next week as well.